Hi everyone, Shane here with QNS. It's currently buried under a mound of snow and ice, but this bike lane behind me has been the source of controversy and debate for months. The bike lane, installed over the summer between 31st Avenue and Broadway, was a DOT project to redesign 31st Street between Newtown Avenue and 36th Avenue. Although the project was lauded by transit advocates who cited the dangers of cycling along 31st Street, opponents also argued that the bike lane would have a serious impact on the fire department's ability to respond to emergencies and create serious hazards for children accessing St. Demetrius Greek American School on 30th Drive. In December, Queen's Supreme Court Justice Sheree Buggs agreed with opponents and ordered the DOT to halt plans for the bike lane and rip up the section of the lane that it had already installed. However, shortly after taking office, Mayor Zohran Mamdani resurrected plans for the redesign, announcing that the city would restart the planning process for the bike lanes, reigniting old debates about the viability of the project.
Protected bike lanes are street safety infrastructure, right? And they're not just important for cyclists, but they're actually reduce crashes by everyone on the road. So they've been proven to reduce crashes by 19% for all road users, 29% for pedestrians, and 39% for elderly pedestrians.
I'm in favor of bike lanes everywhere. Like, we can make them on 31st, and then we can make them on a parallel street over there, and we can make them on a parallel street over there. I think we should make bike lanes are as widely covered as we can. I would say that not putting one on 31st would be putting lives at risk. Right? This is a priority corridor for Vision Zero.
Parents drop their kids off in the middle of 31st Street, and if those kids are going to be crossing a bike lane, it's one of them is going to get run over by a bike. 31st Street has bumper-to-bumper traffic at all hours of the day, and if an emergency vehicle needs to get through, people need to pull over into what has been known as the ambiguous space under the column. That is how we clear the road for emergency vehicles. The bike lane proposal has no way of doing that.
My primary concern is really the safety of everyone in the community, including the students and teachers at the school. There's just too much congestion going on 31st Street, and when we have nearby streets that already have designated bike lanes, it's just safer options for those cyclists. If you stand here long enough at this intersection by our school, within 5 minutes, this whole intersection will get crowded because there's just too many cars trying to pass through the lights. As you can see right now, there's a cyclist, just a moped. He ran the red light. That happens regularly with these cyclists, right? And if you can go on a street like Crescent or 32nd, where it's a one-way street and it's wide enough to have a separate bike lane, they're not going to compete with all these other cars and commercial traffic that goes along